So this is my post-fight review for Kash Ali versus Joyce. I feel like Ali was throwing a hard right hand throughout the fight. He was letting it be known to Joyce that he was gonna try to hang in the pocket not hang in the pocket, but he was gonna throw some shots. He wasn't gonna try to just let Joyce kind of get his shots off, and he was definitely gonna trade with him, and that's what he was doing. He was picking his shots. He was doing a good job. I felt like he wasn't going to the body as much. He was trying to go for little power shots and things like that, and it just didn't work. He didn't do really a good job as far as trying to keep Joyce at bay, trying to keep him back. He wasn't going to the body a lot. A lot of guys like Joyce, and Joyce was moving a lot. He was chasing a lot. If you could have put a strategy together to try to take his legs away, that would have worked out as something good. But he just didn't take his legs away. And I felt like that would have been an excellent strategy, but Joyce was he was going to the body early. I felt like he landed a right hand to the body that definitely hurt Ali, but he didn't go back to it. I felt like Joyce not going to the body is kind of what had him searching and looking for a big hit early in the fight. Because early in the fight, he was chasing. He didn't have much to really go off of. He didn't have really impactful moments. He has been out for a while from fighting. So he hasn't been active. He hasn't been active as much lately since the John fight. So stuff like that definitely affects you. They try to keep him active throughout the shutdown. So he's a guy who's 37 years old. So he's up in age now. It's kind of hard to go a long period of time without fighting, and to basically be a big guy and fighting a guy who's a little bit mobile than what you are. But he was doing a good job going to the body though. But he should have, if you had did that consistently, like a guy like Zepeda did yesterday, it would have worked out a lot better for someone like Joyce. Joyce would have had a better opportunity throwing that right hand to the body. But he was just chasing upstairs, throwing the left hand, the left hook, throwing the right hook, throwing a straight right. It was a lot of stuff he was trying to search for, but it was all upstairs. He should have went to the body. Kash Ali is not a big guy. So why would you not, if you're a bigger man, why would you not go to the body and try to slow him down? You see later on in the fight when Joyce started to get a couple of more shots to the chest and things like that, that's when Ali went to the ground. Oh, he was up just headhunting him. It wasn't working. When he was headhunting Joyce, it wasn't working. But Joyce, he had a good outing. He wasn't really damaged too much. He took a lot of shots though. He did a good job moving off the line, but he took a lot of shots upstairs. He definitely did. And that's something that I kind of realized over time. I'm like, wow. You know what I'm saying? He's definitely taking a lot of shots upstairs to the head. And that's kind of something that I seen Joyce doing in the John fight. But, Ali is not as powerful as a guy like John. So he can't really have that kind of an impact on the punch. But he has decent power, but it's not he has decent power for a guy that's 230. But it's not like a Deontay Wilder. He's still smaller than Wilder, but his power isn't on that level. That's why a lot of these guys that's smaller, they think this is an easy outing when some of these fighters fight certain guys like Joyce that's 260, 270. That's not easy. It's hard to fight a guy like that. That's why a lot of times when you have certain fighters that's in the ring, they gotta get matched up with certain styles because they just don't know. That's why some people are like, well, he done fought a southpaw and all these things like that, because they know these guys really ain't in tune with what's going on as far as in the boxing world. They kind of just going through the flow and they fighting certain guys, and it's not big names. But I definitely feel like Joe Joyce probably needs one more quick fight under his belt, probably two, just to keep him like fresh and get him back in tune with things, get his confidence going. I don't want him to come out here and just have one showcase and say, because I see the media over there saying, yeah, he's elite. I mean, he beat Daniel Dubois. Daniel Dubois had a good win on a recent fight. At the same time, we have to see more of a variety of guys. At this level right now, I wouldn't have wanted to see him in the ring with a Kash Ali. That doesn't really show the fans what they really want to see as far as some improvement. It gives us a kind of a glimpse of things, but it doesn't really put basically on a full display what a Joe Joyce is actually capable of right now in boxing. So we just gotta basically see. I think we will find out sooner than later. But I definitely feel like he's on a whole nother level right now. Just has to make himself notice. That's all that has to happen. But I feel like he's gonna play the part that he needs to kind of get back in position for a Joseph Parker fight. Because Joseph Parker's still a top guy in the division. He still has a win over Joseph Parker. So that's something we definitely have to notice in the sport of boxing, that a lot of these guys are still in the picture with a lot of things. They're still in the picture and they're not all the way out. So that's definitely something I noticed. But Joe Joyce did an excellent job, man, getting that stoppage in the last round. People said the count was fast. I mean, the count was fast, but at the same time, though, the count was fast in most of Fury fights. I mean, the count was slow in most of Fury fights. So, I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like, that's not really a good excuse to try to say that Joe Joyce is slow or something else, but it's all good. It's all good. The speed got him a win. That's all I need to say. That's all I got, though. Like and subscribe.